really or
Bro,
listening
I
to him?
know I know like fucking most of his mixtapes from front to back. A little bit embarrassing.
You said that's embarrassing.
It's a little bit embarrassing.
What, knowing Wayne?
Yeah.
Why would that be embarrassing though?
Cause that nigga can't quote shit I done said in my life.
Cause you ain't really said nothing yet. Hold on, let me.
Yo, Dynasty, you could totally put a green screen up behind you.
Is it? Kinda, sorta.
Kinda, yeah. Put one up
Yeah.
behind you, get a dope ass like studio background. That's a sick green screen background you got, weirdo. I like that. How'd you make
Uh,
that?
oh, the background. This is real.
I noticed it before. I was like, damn, that's sick.
Yeah, this is this is real.
Fire.
I wake up to this on a regular basis.
Yeah, like yeah. Nah, this ain't green screen, man. This the actual. This my room for real.
Okay, all right, that's fire though.
Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I try to make it look good for YouTube, and when I'm on camera streaming.
Yeah,
Yeah, my shit would be looking fly too, but just ain't
Here
the
we
case
go.
right in his ass. I
me
gotta
too.
hate, bro. You know I gotta hate.
What you hating on? Ain't shit to hate on.
Hating on young G1.
Hold up.
Did you listen to that song I sent you this morning, Judge? With
What was
Shoreline
it?
Mafia? It was
No, I
Shoreline
did not.
Mafia.
I didn't get a chance to. I did see you send it to me. That's fire. Hold up.
By who?
Uh, it's
Shoreline Mafia.
Coy Leray and Shoreline Mafia. I don't know if you listen to Coy, but
Oh, you sent it in the group chat.
I don't listen to her that much. Nah, she
You
got a
never
didn't
heard
few
of
you?
songs.
Shoreline?
Wait, didn't you ask Jug if he listened to Shoreline Mafia on the last stream
Who?
or somebody? Jug had said that he listened to Shoreline Mafia, and you
I
had
I
listened to them.
never did a such thing,
Do you know Shoreline Mafia?
Are you trolling?
bro. I'm so serious. I
Are you are
never,
you trolling?
Adrian asked me if I
bro.
listened
I
to
don't
Shoreline
know
Mafia.
who that is.
Like I haven't talked to Adrian. We haven't talked to Adrian in forever. That sounds crazy. I don't know.
All right, I did that to make sure the chat is working. You sure it's J5, right? Don't be having me send my shit to the wrong place, man.
Nigga, John about to be on here in 2.5. Tell that nigga, he'll tell you what it is. Here, I'm
I
gonna
don't
put the
know we're live. I don't want y'all to put it in like your. Hold on, who put your?
what he's in here already. Wait, what you mean we live
We live, bro. What you
on
mean?
YouTube?
Yes, my boy. Why is you acting
Oh,
goofy?
really? I didn't know you didn't say. See, you be doing that
I
slick-ish.
did say you don't be. See, this how I know you don't be listening to me when I be speaking.
Yeah, that ain't no lie.
We
You
do
ain't
this
never
all the
told.
time, bruh.
Mm.
I said, man, I might as well turn on live and went live.
I'll finish
We
this one.
are live.
Shout out to everybody. What
Five
up, though,
rounds.
YouTube? This is the new show, late night with the Weirdos. But just to let y'all know, this live is not gonna stay on this channel. We are gonna move it to the second channel. So when you want to see this after we done, subscribe.
I sent him the message straight to his phone. He might not. He
Who,
kind of
John?
old, so yeah, he kind of old, so
Talking
he
about he
might not
kind
know
of
how.
old, and we all around the same goddamn age.
I mean, he might not know how to get in here.
How old are you? 30?
Me? I'm 33.
Yeah, I am 29.
You know what they say, black don't crack unless you smoke it.
That's right. That is what they say.
We do not condone crack over here. Just letting the world know that.
Just a little bit of crack ain't never hurt nobody.
Yes, it did. It killed a few people.
Just a little bit.
Crack, cracks kill people?
Yes, a lot of people.
I don't know, man. I never heard anyone die. I've heard people die from like a crack malfunction, like Richard Pryor. He almost died. You know about that?
Damn, he almost OD.
No, he didn't almost OD. He was smoking crack, right? And he had a torch and he was smoking the crack. And the torch tipped over on a table and there was like something flammable on the table. The whole table caught flames.
Oh damn.
The substance got all over him and he got lit on fire. He's running down the sidewalk on fire, screaming, stop, dropping, rolling. He gets taken to the hospital, like mad burns all over him.
Oh shit, the weigh-ins is on. But speaking of the weigh-ins, when John get in here, he wanted to ask you what your bets was. Because he about to
All
start
right,
doing that shit you be doing.
I got it.
Oh, I don't gamble, brother.
I can see that. I can't gamble. It's illegal in Utah.
You know what I'm saying? Not supposed to gamble anyway because I'm Muslim, so alhamdulillah.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody asked if we playing games or something. Who the fuck is this night?
We can.
What game? Hold
No,
on.
we
What
about
you?
to
Oh yes,
we about to get
yeah.
into some chat, some talk, some rap.
About to go down the rabbit hole.
Uh
Hell yeah.
oh. Boy, episode 12 was crazy.
If
Yeah,
you
that
missed
one kind of
episode
went on, man.
12, did you have you gotten
I
a
mean,
chance to go back and revisit it? Any?
you haven't?
No, I was asking you, have you gotten a chance to
Oh
go
yeah,
back and listen?
yeah, for sure. I
Did you
did.
did,
I listened.
did you just catch the clips or the
I
full?
just watched the clips. I just watched the clips. The regular podcast is 6 hours, bro. I can't watch all that.
Oh hell yeah,
Hell
that's
no.
I wanted you to clip up the part at the end, bro, because you guys had me dying, bro. When I left and I was listening to you guys talk to John, bro, you said something so funny, weirdo. What did you say, bro? It was towards the end, and he was talking about, the black man's always been held down by the white man. He was going on that rant, right? And you said something like, can I use the N word real quick?
what?
It was so funny how you said it, bro. I'm good.
we can't get out of pass. That's crazy.
You can get me on a pass. You can get me on a pass.
We cannot.
You can get me
Hey,
on
listen.
the
I do not hand out passes. That is
Damn.
crazy.
All right, I'll use Ninja. You said, Ninja, we don't control that, Ninja. The way you said it, though, bro. It was like you were so
this
heartfelt
shit.
about it.
This shit already started
Look,
crazy.
hey, see, that's a clip right there.
Yeah, bro, you could clip me all day. I say some wild shit, bro.
So, Bob, can I get a pass? That is crazy work. I might have to clip that part up. That is wild. I
All
do
right, he
not
said
give out passes. That is
John said he on his way.
wild. Please tell him don't be on black people time. Talking about he on
He
his way.
already he
This nigga
won.
all the way on the freeway still.
He is 1 minute late. He already on it.
Cause we
Mm,
already late. What time is it? It's only 8:31. Yeah, I got about
yeah,
probably like an hour and a half in me. Cause I gotta go to
about to
work in the morning.
Share the
saying,
stream right now. Once you get
"Go
in
stick
here,
that
I'm
out
gonna share the stream.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta share the stream. Hold on. Let me get that.
Let's see. So your
But
man.
John definitely had me dying though.
Yeah, man. That the end of that podcast was so funny. He was like, the funniest part of it all, bro. Dynasty was like, he said, "Look, man, we're just trying to change your mind. Can you at least say that Charlie Kirk is not a racist piece of shit? Like, can you just admit that he is not racist? Okay, he's not a racist piece of shit. Are you at least able to admit that after the 6 hour podcast?" And John was like, "All right, he wasn't a racist piece of shit. He's just a regular piece of shit. How about
Yeah.
that? He's a regular old piece of shit now. He's not a racist piece of shit. He's just a regular piece of shit." That had me die. Even though I
Wait,
love Charlie Kirk, bro, that had me die.
I gotta wait for John to get in here so it shows all four of us up there.
Oh, where? You talking about on what?
When I share it. When I share it,
Oh,
it
I
just
got
shows us three up there.
Just don't show that to John's employer.
yeah.
Don't show what?
What I
That
just
joint was
quoted from
crazy.
the last pod.
Oh, he should be all right.
Yeah, cause you know how they been getting people up out of there because of that.
I
Yeah,
think it's kind of cooled down now, so he
It
should be
has.
all right.
It
yeah, it
definitely
really
cooled
has.
down. What's
After
her name?
Jimmy,
She's still kind of on fire though. Candace
Candace, is that under fire or on
Yeah,
fire?
on fire.
y'all should get into that right now because I don't really know too much about it.
She's only getting bigger and bigger, bro.
Yeah, she just
Yeah,
she just trying
she's.
to go ahead.
I feel like she gonna like engulf his following for the most part.
She might.
Yeah, yeah, no
She
doubt.
definitely might.
I mean, Candace was barely breaking 1 million views on her streams, on her videos.
Yeah,
When she'd come out with them, maybe 500K, if that. And now they're all getting like 2, 3 million. It's crazy.
you know,
No,
you know
what's
people,
crazy
you know
is
people.
one time I made a mistake. She was live. I didn't even mean to click on her
Yeah,
live. I clicked on her live, bro. It was over 100,000
over
people
a
in
hundred
her live.
thousand.
I
Yeah,
said,
bro.
"What the hell is going on?"
That's 3 football stadiums, bro.
Bruh, I was like, "This is crazy." She has 100 and some thousand people in her live right now.
Yeah, I actually watch her live
You
every
know
day.
people
It
love
comes out about
conspiracies, bro.
2 o'clock at the end of my work shift. I put it on, and I got to go pick my kid up. That's about 45 minutes. So I got to watch the whole live there and back.
Damn,
I almost
bro.
forgot to turn this fan off because that shit probably gonna be all up in the sound. But no, that was what. Look at this. John still ain't here.
You think she falling a little bit too far down the rabbit hole herself, or you think she really
No,
knows some shit?
no, and I can explain why.
Oh, go ahead.
She's not really.
Yeah, let me
She's
hear it.
not really. All right, she's not really falling down a rabbit hole because what she's doing, I guess you can say, is her job. She's an investigative journalist, and she's not jumping to conclusions about anything. She's asking questions, she's doing research, and she's presenting what she's finding. So she's not saying, "Oh, this is what happened," blah 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 blah. She's saying, "This is this person, this is this person, this is the situation here, this is the situation here." It goes, "Do you have any clips to play back that we're gonna break down or no?"
No, but I can probably pull some up.
They had
Hold
posted
on.
that one clip. Somebody posted that one. Was it you, Joe?
Probably.
Where
I
she
could
was
find
talking.
like
It was like
a decent
it
one.
was it was a short.
The one she
Oh, that's
did
the one I
yes,
seen out there.
Somebody posted a short.
the one she did yesterday, I could send it to you.
whole hour, like walkings and
Oh,
everything.
John in
Like,
here now.
that
Hold
shit
on.
would have had very.
What up, though?
What up? What up?
Chilling.
Back up, back up. They think I'm in here to feed them, so they going crazy.
How you been, my boy?
Man, not too bad, not too bad. Can't complain. I'm stressed out by what they did to Diddy, man.
Yeah, they gave him 3 years. That's fucked up.
You probably can't find one person right now in the whole system for their first charge ever. Diddy ain't really been to jail like that. That got sent to prison for that charge.
You
What do you
don't
think he
see
was
why
talking
though?
about when he said? Hold on? What do you think he was talking about when he said, "Make sure you get rid of all the pizza boxes"? What do you think he meant by that?
I'm not sure.
Destroy
You know what I'm
evidence.
talking about?
He probably talking about videos and shit.
When he was on a phone call from jail, he was talking to his son, and his son was going on a rant about Jay doesn't have his back, talking about Jay-Z doesn't have his back, and he's basically giving him the cold shoulder. And Diddy in that conversation says, "Make sure you get rid of all the boxes, all of the pizza boxes. Make sure you get rid of those."
Right. I remember hearing about that, but I couldn't really put my finger on what he was talking about. He could have been talking about anything. They had a lot of shit.
Yeah. Well, it's cheese pizza. You know
You
what that
know
dynasty
why
knows
they
what cheese
did that
pizza is.
4 years? Yeah,
Oh,
You're
Dale, I
frozen.
don't know what you got going on up there. Your shit is
That's what
going
he was
nutty
talking
buddy,
about.
my boy. Hello,
Me?
I don't know what's going on with your shit. Earlier, you was just perfectly fine. What you got going on? You on lag mode.
Oh, my Wi-Fi not on. The Wi-Fi wasn't on. We should be good
This
now.
type of person right here, unprofessional.
We should be good.
I am surprised that he had end up getting some time though. Like 3-4 years. I was surprised. I thought he was gonna end up walking for real.
I mean, by law, I was expecting him to walk. Like, that don't make no sense.
But no,
if
he was
Jeff
still
Williams
guilty.
didn't
He was still guilty on some other charges though, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
transportating for prostitution. But see, the crazy thing is what the judge said. Oh, he sat in the trial and he basically heard the testimony on his conduct. But the thing is, you just the judge, you not the jury. It's not your job to assess the evidence and be like, oh, you guilty of this. It's the jury's job. The jury already assessed that evidence that you're talking about and acquitted them for it. Like with that fight video with Cassie in the hotel room, the statute of limitations had been up on that shit for years. The only reason why it was even allowed in court was because of the RICO case. The RICO allows you to go back, basically to paint the timeline, because they was trying to use that for the shit that they got to prove, fraud, coercion, or fear, or whatever. So that's the only reason why that tape of the domestic dispute with them two was even admissible in court. Now separate the charges. Now say you just got transportating for prostitution. That's the only charge you got. You don't have the RICO. That video wouldn't have never been allowed in court because it's prejudicial. So with them piling the RICO into that case, and basically he got acquitted for that. So that bundles up the video, that bundles up all the testimony for domestic violence, it bundles all of that shit up. And he was acquitted for that. So when sentencing comes up, how are you basically bringing evidence for a charge that I was acquitted on into what you sentencing and factoring it in to what you sentencing me for now?
But that's the thing though. Like you can't turn a blind eye
Hold
to the
on.
things that
Somebody playing it out loud or something, because it's a feedback.
um,
Is it me?
Is anybody like watching the live or something, or got they? Because that shit, it's a feedback in it.
My shit could be loud.
yeah, if you
I'm
if
gonna
you
mute. I'm
watching
gonna
the
mute right now. Tell me if it goes away.
All right. Somebody just randomly. Yeah, I think that might have been you because it's not doing it now because it was some feedbacking into the audio.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cross button air conditioning.
they not turning a blind eye to the things that they saw, because just like the judge said, even though you apologized to Cassie, you still went and did the same thing to somebody else. So I don't find you, you know, innocent or apologetic. You know what I'm saying?
So what did he? What do you mean? What did he do the same thing to somebody else? Talking about when he hit the other
Like
girl.
him put. Yep.
Okay, so we can agree he got a domestic problem.
Yeah.
That should we domestic alcohol drugs.
Well,
There's three things that he could have done besides prison. You could have gave him classes for all of those he had to complete while on probation. Prison is not the answer for everybody. That man 50 something years old. Now the violence and all of that shit against women, that's cool. I mean, that's not cool, but you know what I'm saying? That's cool. You add that
I'm
in
about to
there,
say,
whatever the
whoa,
case
you can't
is.
say that.
No, I mean that's cool. You add that in there for factoring it, but those are whole different cases. If you bring them like separately, how you gonna sentence me for, basically domestic violence because you got videos of domestic violence on the statute of transportating for prostitution, bro? I swear, it's probably not too many people that's in the federal system, bro, for just that charge.
But it's just more so everything compiled on top of each other. If he don't get no years, John, they look crazy.
But
They look
exactly,
crazy.
but the thing is though, by law, you're not supposed to do that.
you guys, Jeffrey Epstein got a year of house jail in 2006 in
And
his
who's to
first
say he
conviction.
even did that?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I said what I said about Diddy before. I always felt like Diddy was evil anyway. Like
Well,
so,
charge him with that. Charge
at
him
the
and
end of
punish
the
him with that
day,
evil shit.
he, he probably do deserve to sit down for a while. I'm not saying for how many years, but I feel like he does deserve to sit down for a while.
Yeah, he definitely got what he had coming to him. Most definitely.
For what though?
That's the lifestyle, though. I feel like that's just the lifestyle that he was in, you know?
He ain't the only one doing that shit. But
He definitely
Yeah.
not the only one doing it.
but y'all said he deserved to sit down for what though? Like what? Why?
I mean,
For,
see,
for
I just
them
said, like I
drugs, for
said, I
them
always felt
drugs,
like this a long time
For
ago.
three
I
years
mean, this,
though, like it was
but I
for,
mean,
probation.
I
for
mean, come on, he's on camera doing what he did, and you think that's the only time he did that?
You talking about the hotel room?
Yes, you think
yeah.
that's the only time he
And
did that,
he
bro?
and he was paying and he
You
paid
gotta
them off to not share that shit out. Like it's a lot, bro. It's like a lot
Exactly.
of
Like
them. It's not
you paid
just
for that stuff not to go out, bro. That's come on, you doing what you doing. You think he only did that once? Like, no, he did that plenty of times, bro.
Mm,
It's just coming
I
to the
don't.
light. And
Let me
then the
tell you, I
stories, even some of the other stories you done heard about him, and we don't know if they true or not.
that's
But
the
but
right there,
thing.
Juwan. Stop.
but
I'm gonna
That's the
stop you
thing
right
right
there,
but
there.
bro. I'm gonna
but
stop you right there.
one thing
All
we
of that
know
shit
is
that
a
y'all
true.
saying that he
One
did
thing we
is
know that's true
allegedly.
for sure though is what he was
yeah, he
putting
One,
his
put
bro,
his
you
hand on
hands
can't.
on
women.
them women.
How
We
you
know
how
that
you how you
he know that he was hiring them men to come in there and do that, to them other
Something about
women.
some
So
type of infatuation with baby oil.
Okay, so all right, all of that y'all just said is why y'all would justify him getting that time, right? That's why y'all feel like he
no,
deserved to sit
bro,
down.
it's the whole situation. Like they had to go in this man house, search for all of this shit, bro. It's not just like it wasn't just an open and shut case. Like they did find guns, they found all
It's
types of
also not
stuff.
a it's also not a public case either. So we don't have all the details and all the evidence. It's not like it was on court TV. You know what I mean? Like we don't
No,
have
they
all
had
the
they let it was some reporters in there. They couldn't bring cameras, but they were doing like basically verbatim, word for
yeah.
word. Some like yeah, they was so the evidence, yeah, the drugs and all of that crap. Yeah, they had all of that, but where are the charges for that?
In
I
my opinion,
grew up in the
go
just
ahead,
real quick,
Judge.
like it must have been wild, man. Whatever he was doing, because I grew up in the world of domestic violence and drugs and drug dealing. I grew up in that world, man. And unless you had like hella priors or you were on violating your probation, nobody ever went down for 3-4 years for that. Maybe a year and some probation, probably out before a year and probation for 2. I've never seen anyone go 4 years for that. So there must be a bunch of evidence that's not being reported that the public hasn't seen, and the reporters just aren't saying it because they don't. It's the narrative doesn't fit the narrative. But I mean, there just must be more if you got 4 years. This can't just be, he was making his wife have sex with these prostitutes and he was also beating on her. It can't just be that.
No, they
That's
found they found drugs, they found guns, they found all types of other shit. It's
none
all
of
these
that
other
shit
people
is
standing up.
none of that shit is was he convicted of. He was convicted of 2
Right.
counts for transportation for prostitution.
Yeah.
So the guns, the drugs, the video, all of that shit don't matter. It don't matter. That shit went to the jury already. The jury said it didn't matter, so it don't matter. That's why he got acquitted.
It
I
looked like
still
it
feel
mattered
like
to
they
me.
added. I feel
But
like they
but
still added some time because of the whole Cassie situation, though.
exactly. And what is that called? That's prejudicial. If you're gonna put this video in this case, that's not a domestic violence case. That's way past the statute of limitations. This video didn't happen last year. It happened some years ago.
Wait, but
Way
they
past the
extended.
statute.
Wait, no, in New York they extended the statute of limitations for DV.
No. No, they didn't. He would have been charged with it. They couldn't charge him with it
Prejudice,
because
though.
see how
But
this
the
how they got around it. They
I could
used
have
it as
swore.
evidence because when you trying to basically prove a RICO, you need to prove force, fraud, or coercion or fear.
All of those
So
things took place
so they
there.
was using that tape to say this was the fear aspect of it right here.
I mean, he did pay for them to not release the footage. He did like all of those things took place in this situation. Everything you just said took place in that situation, literally.
So yeah, he bribed the people for the tape not to get out. But during cross examination, that was in both their interests.
I could swear they extended that shit. I think it was
I think you're
around
talking
the
about like
R. Kelly
sexual
stuff,
assaults and shit. They extended that. They didn't
something about.
extend.
Would that be kind of like tampering with evidence though too?
No.
No, because it was before. It happened before it was evidence. Tampering with evidence is something that they already had.
I mean, just because it
And
ain't got it, don't mean it ain't evidence though. Because at the end of the day, it would still be evidence.
well, it's not evidence until it's an investigation. There's no investigation, so it's not
Right.
evidence.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So she told them not to call the police. She was in on trying to get the footage and the video and all of that crap too. It wasn't like they trying to make it seem like, oh, his people were protecting him and this and that. Well, none of his people there. It was her, the security guard. He had rough Diddy ass up already. Diddy ain't want no problems. He asked her, "You want to call the police?" She said no. So at the end of the day, the only person that was protecting him at that point was you.
But if you just got snatched up and beat on, why would you just be so quick to be like, yes, I want to press charges? There's fear there.
you
So
watch the
so
hold
why
on.
would
Have you
nobody
watched
want
the
to get out
Vlad
of that fear?
interviews though? Have you watched the Vlad interviews of the prostitutes that were paid to have sex with Cassie?
Yeah, I did. Yep. The
Yeah,
two black dudes. Yeah, I did.
yeah, yeah. That shit's funny, kind of.
That shit
Just
is
talking, just
crazy, bro.
hearing
And,
him.
and,
He was just a cuck, bro. He was just straight up a cuck. He just wanted to watch.
and
Mm.
them ain't
That was
even
his
victims. They said it themselves.
thing. Yeah,
They tried to use them saying those are his victims, but they not victims.
but it's not like, I mean, was it a situation where he was making her do it against her own will? Because I mean, she was there. She
Those
handed her money.
Wait,
She's the
hold
one
on,
who
one,
paid the
one,
contract.
hold on. So, John, that's your man's? Diddy's your man's?
No, I'm just talking about the law. Period, bro. Don't get.
I don't know, cause you would literally said I'm just heard of what they did to my man. So that's your man's,
He did
and
say
No,
he out
that.
no,
here
no,
and
no,
he out here
no.
cheating on women.
But see, the thing is, all that junk that they were saying about him. I mean, is it really true?
I think a lot of it is true.
I think a lot of it is true, bro,
You just had
and
a
that's
whole
why
Yeah,
federal. You
they
just had
didn't
a
go light
whole
on him.
federal case that they
I think a
lost.
lot.
They mad about that. If
Hey,
Bro,
if
the
any of that
if
shit was
prosecutor
true,
women
was shoot. The
present
prosecutor was
certain
shooting
evidence,
for
nigga, they
11
ain't cool.
years. The
they wanted
prosecutor
a
was
life
shooting for
sentence, bro.
11 years.
They wanted a
At
life
the
sentence.
I
Came
don't
in
know,
there and
bro.
made a fool out of the Southern District of New York.
I
After
Nah,
just
y'all
felt
won,
I think they still kind of did what they wanted to do too, because I think part of it is still a smear campaign for his name and his
oh yeah,
legacy, which
yeah.
definitely put a whole dent in that. So I think they still got part of what they do, and he still got to serve time. So
yeah, he got what he deserved at the end of the day. I don't care what nobody says,
He's
injustice
serving
or not.
real time too. Real
See,
time.
Odell, you ain't no real American, man.
It ain't got nothing to do with being a real American. It has to do with being a
Yeah,
shit human being.
Then if
we
it's
should be
about
able
being
to pimp
if
our
you an American, then you think everybody deserves their day in court, right? He ain't get his day in court for that.
he
You going
did.
on?
He
No,
We
got
he
his
don't
day.
didn't.
need
He had
listen,
days
listen,
for it.
and this is what we need to stop. Okay, when we see things happening, fuck the legal system. We see it. We see it happening. It's
Yeah, but
happening in our
this ain't China,
face.
my boy.
This is America, Dynasty. We should be able to beat our women. We should be able to
No,
pimp our wives out to have sexual
Yeah.
prostitutes
no,
if we want. We
hell
should be able to
no.
use as much baby oil as we want on a daily basis. This is America, bro.
I'd be damned, bro. I'd be
It's
damned. If
America,
you
Odell.
caught on camera hitting a woman for any reason, I don't give a damn what reason it is. Your ass should go to fuck to jail.
And you
I
know
don't
what
give a
they still
damn.
gonna need?
But see, that was different because he literally like chased her down and start dragging her and all that shit. So that's different, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your man's though. I'm just saying.
No, but but see,
You would
That's
stick up for
different.
Diddy, but you would
that was
stick
the
up for
thing.
Diddy
That's the
for this
thing.
shit.
That's the thing when it comes like to that video. You're gonna get one side of the story. You know what I'm saying? That's the only side.
But we not doing that shit.
No, we
We
know
not
that
And
doing
what's
the
so
that
end
shit.
funny about
result.
this
We
though?
not
Hold on.
doing that.
What's so funny? Let me say something real quick. What's so funny about this is he's like, man, my boy Diddy did him dirty, too much time. Charlie Kirk gets shot for just having a conversation. He's like, man, racist piece of shit, man. What the fuck? There's no video of Charlie Kirk dragging a bitch around a hotel room. You know what I mean? All
Look,
Charlie
None,
Kirk
man,
tried to do is have
no.
a
I'm
Your
from
conversation
This
with
is
us.
justification is crazy, bro. Your
this is unbecoming,
justification
my
is
nigga.
man
bro. Look,
wild, bro.
I'm not taking up for Diddy. What I'm taking up for
It
is
sounds
you
like it
trying to
though.
sentence him, bro, for a case that he did not have his day in court for.
So do
He
you
been
feel
in.
like he deserved to be sitting down in that cell or no?
For the charges that he was convicted of? No, not really.
Here we go.
So you think he should be
Here,
still out here running free?
He did enough time, bro.
He did
Listen to what
enough.
listen. Transportation for prostitution, that ain't have nothing to do with what happened in that hotel room. Those things are not even related.
Either way it
how do
go, he
you?
was still either way it go, he was still found guilty of something. He was involved in that.
Yes,
Understandable. But if
So
that's
he
the
got
case,
charges
then
based on that too. So what are we
but
talking about?
what's
He got to
the
sit
sentence
what's
down.
him
the
like you would sentence anybody else that was charged with that same shit, bro.
But
but what's the highest count you could get for that?
we acting like this is just some shit he did one time. This was multiple occasions, bro, that he was paying for this type of shit and doing
Mm,
this type of shit.
It
mm.
was flashbacks.
Over
Yeah.
this is over years and years and years, bro. This is over probably like decades of this type of stuff happening. And you talking
Right.
about he
But
don't deserve this type of shit. But he been
okay, but
doing this shit for
if
over
you guys are
decades.
gonna charge him now, say transportation for prostitution is an act. Now, I go do that act, and you just grab me, and just off the top of your mind, this could be my first time doing this shit. You don't know. Just off the top of your head, oh hell no, this ain't your first time doing this shit. I'm finna give you such and such and such and such. You only caught me one time. That's one act. I have to go
But they
do this.
literally
No,
this
there
ain't
is
this
tons
they
of
going
evidence
over
of him doing
evidence
it
in
more than
court.
Then
once.
why didn't he have
Multiple
more
witnesses.
counts? Why didn't he have more
Multiple
counts?
witnesses.
Because every time you transportate for prostitute, that's a different charge. Count one, count two. You can't just put, oh, you did this 20 times, you got one count. That doesn't make sense.
It
Come
wasn't
Transportation
on,
just
for
man.
Cassie though.
prostitution is an action,
There was
bro.
another chick though. It wasn't just Cassie, right? There was another chick
It
who was
was
also a
several.
witness. Yeah, there
It
was
Right.
was
another chick
50
who was
Cent
also a
baby
witness. They
mama.
went there.
Well,
and
50 Cent got
they
money.
raped the chick, right? Diddy had a gun or some shit,
Hey,
and like
you, hey,
him
you
and
can't
his boy.
say that word. We gonna have
I
to go
can't.
over
Oh, my bad.
We gonna have to go over this.
Yeah, man.
I
Listen, if you
know.
gonna say that word, just say grape or something, man. You
You could
can't say
just
the
cut
other.
it up later, right? Or we're live,
We
I guess.
live.
Yeah.
I know. With him just having those two counts and shit, what the damn prosecutors wanted was outrageous. Talking about 11 years, that's crazy.
Bro, that should be the least of his fucking his worries, bro. Him getting 4 years plus what? He been in there what, two already? So six
Or
years.
no, he been in there like what, 14 months?
Why is that so
He,
I
crazy to
mean,
you? But
in
then the
his head,
Charlie
he
Kirk
might.
situation is like, fuck Charlie Kirk.
that's what I'm so
And
confused
and
about. That's
that's
what you got
and
me
see,
through.
and that's exactly why I said, "Oh, and that's your man's," because you did that to me on that episode. Like, oh, but this is and he doing, but then you condone in that.
Well, we
Come on,
talking, we
man.
talking, we
Uh-uh.
talking about two different things. We
You
talking
talking about
about
somebody who actually on camera doing things to somebody who's not. They don't have nothing like that on this man.
Believe
they
that.
both was on camera doing shit.
He was on. He was on
No.
camera. He was on camera saying shit. Diddy was on
In
camera whooping
conversation.
ass.
He whooped one ass on camera.
I said he
One,
was on camera whooping ass.
one.
You sound just like all of these you sound just like all of these dudes that's sticking up for Young Thug, bro. That's exactly how you sound. Move
I'm
the
just talking about.
goalposts.
Listen.
Move the goalposts for the people that you like, or because he your skin color. Move the goalposts for
I'm talking about this
him.
this case, bro. I'm not talking about Diddy or what he did. I'm talking about
But
how he was sentenced. Y'all stretching it out to, oh, you think it? No, 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 no. Hold on, slow down.
Well, then what's the
You did
reasonable
that
time
to
frame?
me.
What do you think is a fair time frame to be locked up for what he did? What would you think is like, oh, it's 6 months? That's good enough. Or like, what do you think is reasonable?
I feel like the 14 months that he did, and another 2 to 3 on probation. Make him take them classes, the drug shit, and pay a little money, and you out of there.
just
It's
because he got 4 years, that don't mean they gonna make him serve the full 4 years if he on good behavior.
Yeah,
80% is required, is what I read. He has to serve 80%, no
I
matter
think
what.
that's I think that's on violent offenses though.
This was not a victimless crime, though. There were victims involved, and I think that's the difference maker. That's why he got so much time. If you let him out back into the public, he could offend again very easily. He has people around him. It's the type of person he is. That's what they've
And
decided in court, not me.
and not even just that, bro. They keep losing these cases. They keep jumping the gun on all of these cases, and it's making them look bad, bro. So
Bro, they
and
look
and and
horrible.
all- and in all honesty, I would rather see him go to jail. Why? Because my five, and Jawan, we talked about this a couple episodes ago. Is because if the youth sees these people practice what they preach too much, they're gonna start believing it and feel as though they can move in that way even more. So if you see Thug getting off, he doing all this shit, Dirk doing all this shit, getting off, Diddy doing all this shit, getting off.
Nelly,
It
Nelly soon probably too.
it shows that, oh, I can do all this crazy shit and then I can beat the case. Like I can do it. It's okay if I'm doing this shit right now because when it comes to the case, I might not go down. But if more people are bolted down for the shit that they're doing, less people are going to attempt to do them for crimes, bro.
I mean, Diddy was transportating for prostitution. I don't think it's gonna be too many young niggas out here buying no ass.
Man, he wouldn't
That's
be
not
doing.
that's not all he was doing, bro. Stop it.
We talking about all he was charged for, Odell. Don't give me no allegations. We talking about
Look
his
at him.
charges.
There
Look
is
at him.
no allegations, John. He had guns, he had drugs, he had women, he had it all. We've seen it. We've
So
seen it
why is
all.
he not
I don't want to
convicted for
hear.
firearm charges?
I don't want to hear about what he's convicted of. I just want to hear what he was saw with. He better be lucky that that's all he got. Period.
Hey, Odell. Never mind. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute.
Exactly.
Oh, you gotta not say what you gotta say, nigga. That's what we here
So,
for.
so with that said, make sure y'all hit that motherfucking share button and hit that like button
That's
before
that's
we
it.
get into this shit.
That's exactly how them people feel about you.
What? Hit
Subscribe
that
to the
like button
channel.
and share button.
Nah. Nah,
Subscribe to the
you know what
channel.
I'm talking about. That's exactly how the people feel about you.
Nah, bro, it's not the same thing.
Oh yeah, oh
You
yes it
talk,
is.
y'all talk.
Be sure to
Wait, I
Diddy
think I
that
know.
like
Y'all talking
button
about the
and domestic
situation?
assault the
Yeah,
share
Oh no, that's a whole different situation.
whole different situation.
That's a whole
What?
different situation.
What?
He shouldn't never even been. He don't even got nothing to do with that. So
Exactly. But see what he's saying is what the same thing that they're gonna be saying. We saw it. We da 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 da. He don't need to go to court. Convict him.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same thing. What are
Same
you
thing.
talking about?
you be
Same
see
thing.
John, you
This
be
is
reaching.
this is Diddy. This is Diddy's house that he pays for. His name is on there. He's seen in the house going in and out with these same people that's
And
bringing
so will
in.
you.
No,
this
I
nigga,
was the
this
fuck
nigga is
not.
this nigga is Mr. Fantastic.
So will you. You lived there. You were
Bullshit.
seen going in and out. Your car was there. You was in
This is.
fucking shower attire. They know you lived there.
I'm not saying that I did not live there. Who said that I
Listen,
wasn't living
listen,
there?
listen, stop this,
But
stop this shit. What are y'all niggas doing?
don't Diddy's son stay there?
We is on the live right now.
Right. But
Listen, bro. What?
don't Diddy's son stay there?
But why would Diddy put his son in the fire? What kind of dad would he be if he did that?
All right, hold
But the
on.
thing is,
Look. Wait, you just said that, right? Why would your brother do what he did with you being there?
But again, Diddy is taking a rap. Diddy is standing up and taking his. That's what Diddy's doing. He's not blaming other people.
Man, I'll tell you, that's not really like a factor. I've done some shit with my dad. You know what I mean? Like
Is y'all
real
niggas
shit.
like trying to incriminate yourself tonight or something?
No,
What the fuck is
nobody is
happening?
doing nothing. I'm just saying, like Diddy is lit. I didn't bring this shit up. All I'm saying is
What the fuck is going on?
Diddy is getting what he deserved, bro. That's
but
all
you
I'm
saying
saying.
like, oh, he had guns, he had this, he had that, but he don't got no firearm charges. It's a reason for that. If they went in your
Bro,
house and
it's
found
it's
guns,
in his shoebox. It's in his shoes, in his cloth. Like all of this shit is in his
We
possession.
can't
It's in
forget
his.
though, hold on. But John, we can't forget though that Diddy put the hit out on Pac too. So he should be getting way more time than he's actually getting.
when
That's
he
a
gets his
fact.
day in court for that.
Yeah. He should get his day for in court for that, but he's not going to. But I mean, like, it's not something we know, but we know, like Candace Owens would say. You know what I mean? We don't know,
True.
but we know that he
But see,
actually fucking put that hit out.
and the thing is, it's not what you
That
know,
is
it's
a
what you can prove.
conspiracy. I don't know.
It's what you can prove. They got dude saying that yeah, Diddy paid this
No,
and
I know
Diddy.
that, right? But in the court of public opinion between you and me and everybody else that can listen to what's going on around us, sure, not in court, but to what we fucking see and hear on our own, you know he did that shit. So it's like, fuck him. Give him 20 years. Fuck it. 3 years isn't enough.
I think it's
They
a lot of things that he's done that we don't know of. And I feel like
Justin
him getting and I
Bieber.
feel like him getting this time is probably a blessing for him.
Yes,
Cause he
exactly.
could because he
Precisely.
could have got more.
going to prison ain't a blessing for nobody.
It's a
But
blessing he didn't get more.
It's a blessing for his
Exactly.
victims,
they
right?
they tried him. They tried and failed. He had his defense. He had his day in court,
I'm saying
and
like, this sound like your man's.
they didn't believe that shit. Like no, because I watched. I literally, bro. I literally watched the trial and the way that they was talking, and when the defense came up and asked legitimate questions, and if you sat there and you listened to it, bro, you'll be like, oh, true, because you admitting to getting on there ordering the specific dude that you like, basically. So you was enjoying it, so you wasn't really being trafficked, and you did this for his birthday on your own accord. He didn't ask you to do
I
that.
I forgot who I was having this conversation with, right? I don't know who it was, but it's like this, John. If you wish, and you could see the text messages how it's broken down. If you like this, like if you like somebody, right, and you doing whatever you can to get their attention, and they not showing you no attention, the only way that you can get their attention is this one specific way. You want this a person's approval. So you are one, you're gonna continue to do the things that you have to get their attention. That's why if you look at if you look at the messages, it's very like they're back and forth with each other at first, but then Diddy gets real cold shouldered to her, not really talking to her that much unless she's talking about doing that stuff. So that's the only way that she can get acceptance from him. That's why this shit
So
is
so the
it's
thing
it's very deeper when you start thinking about like human mentality and shit, like the mind, like go deep in the mind and how the mind works, and it's very easy to manipulate people.
but the thing is, Odell, yeah, it is very easy to manipulate people, but especially, at his status. But the thing is, sometimes, and the whole world needs to really understand that jump, bro. You got to stop bailing out adults, male or female. That's a bailout, bro. You grown as hell. You know better. You ain't gonna do something that you don't want to do. And if you
That's
doing
not
something that you
true.
don't want to do, just because you feel like you want to get into somebody's good graces, you got to take responsibility for what comes with that. That's not him.
No, no,
Why should
no,
he
no.
go to prison because you want to do whatever you want to do to be around me?
No, no, that's not what I'm speaking. Just on people's like on the mentality on how people are coerced into doing things. So if and just like all the other women, they say the same thing. These women are not used to living this lifestyle. So in order to, it's the same reason why women stay in bad marriages or men stay in bad marriages because they don't feel as though or they are receiving something that they cannot, keep when they leave. It's not that they just accepting this bad relationship for no reason. They're not just getting beat on or smacked on for no reason.
So you mean to tell me greed made you stay?
But okay, so it might
Nah,
start, it could start, it could be that, but it could also be that you are, what's that shit called? What's it called when you, huh?
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome, bro. You at some point, you that shit becomes ingrained in you to be something totally different that you are now
John, why
okay
you
with what
looking
the
at?
fuck is going on.
Stockholm syndrome.
Why are
Yeah,
you sitting here acting like these things don't actually exist? People are literally kidnapped
they
and
they
care about the person that kidnapped them.
they do exist,
Yeah, that's when they
but
the
not in this
victim fall in
situation,
love
brother.
with the person who doing the bullshit to him, basically.
Yeah, not in this situation though. Not in this
But but
situation.
but even if you take a person like a licensed therapist and have them go over this shit like psychologically, I guarantee you they will tell you that there is traces of all of these things.
Talking about Candace Owens.
I mean,
No, we was
I
Because
don't
there's
know. I
some wild
mean,
shit there, y'all, that I think you guys need to know about. With
oh,
that,
all right,
what
let's
Candace Owens said
yeah,
about yeah, I seen that.
Oh, let's get
yeah.
into it then. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't know. I guess where to. So for, I mean, I guess first thing that needs to be said, Candace is a journalist, right? So what journalists do is they call people, they message people, they email people, they have sources from within that they're getting their information from. So she's not
Hmm.
the court, she's not a judge. She can't say like this is for a fact what happened, right? All she can do is ask people involved and people close to Charlie Kirk and Turning Point. All she can do is ask questions, and if they decide to answer, then she brings it to her stream and she talks about the information that she's found on her stream, the information that she's got from other people involved on her stream, right? So
Right.
one thing that's a fact that she's kind of brought to light is there's this dude named Bill Ackman, and Bill Ackman is like a billionaire Jewish dude, and he donates, he's a donor of Turning Point USA, right? So the last few months, and this is, I mean, this could be verified by anybody. The last few months, probably the last 4 months, Charlie starts to have a different opinion on Israel. Because Charlie has said many times in the past that he loves Israel for what it represents, because Israel represents something deeper than just the politics. It's where Jesus died and came back to life, right? It's where Jesus walked. So that's pretty deep for him on why he loves Israel and the Israeli people. But the Israeli politics is the last few months what he started to be against. So his rhetoric and his speeches and his conversations has started to change the last few months about Israel, right? So this Bill Ackman guy just kind of, he's a donor, so he's giving millions of dollars to Turning Point USA. This Bill Ackman guy, obviously is tied in with Israel, and they stage like Bill Ackman stages like this intervention. And this intervention was verified by Charlie to Candace and to Megyn Kelly. You know, Megyn Kelly and Charlie were Megyn Kelly is going through something very similar with Jewish donors right now. And that's a whole separate situation. You know who Megyn Kelly is?
Yep.
She's going through something similar. Um, so they staged this intervention in the Hamptons with Bill Ackman and a few other Jewish donors and Charlie Kirk. And they're basically trying to pressure Charlie Kirk to change his rhetoric about Israel to a more pro-Israeli view, right? They want him to start talking more positively about Israel and what they're doing right now in politics. And Charlie isn't really about it. Apparently, he was offered $150 million that he turned down. He turned down 150 mil to start changing his opinion. He turned that down, right? Just a couple weeks before he was assassinated. And so where it gets really weird, you know, you would think, okay, well, how is this Bill Ackman guy involved? So how he was involved is this. The same have you guys seen the video of Tyler Robinson? It's like on a garage camera pointed down at the road, and Tyler Robinson's walking across the road, and you see him kind of limping in one video, and in a different video you see him walking normal. You know what video I'm talking about?
Yep.
I think I saw that.
So
I seen the pictures of it.
so right across the street from the house, literally right across the street from that house, Bill Ackman, his family lives there, right across the street from his house. His family is Phil Ackman. Phil Ackman ran for governor of Utah last year in 2024. And so the Phil Ackman family lives in that neighborhood. Phil Ackman is also pretty big in Utah and especially in Orem. Like he's lived there for over 50 years, right? So they own a lot of the property around UVU. UVU had to buy property off of the Ackman family in order to expand the campus, right? So Bill Ackman's a pretty well-known guy, pretty well-known politician in Utah, but his family lives in that house right across the road from where you see him walking. Now, how is that connected? Who knows? But it's a pretty weird coincidence that the shooter walks right past the Jewish donor's family's house in which Charlie rejected all of this money from this guy and did not want to change his view on Israel, right? How is that involved? How is that related? It might not be related at all, but it's a pretty damn weird coincidence, right?
Yeah, the killer just happened to walk past your donor's house.
Right.
But I mean, if he has to, how close is that to the school?
Walking distance.
Pretty close with to the school. I mean, you see Tyler walking to the school in that camera. You know, it's like within a couple blocks, I would say.
Yeah, because I think he had a car parked somewhere, didn't he?
No, he did have a car parked somewhere. He parked his car, and that's when you see him wearing shorts and a red shirt, and he's not limping, and he's walking one way away from the school, and then he's walking towards the school, limping with pants on. So it's very
So
weird.
so do you think that he deliberately like changed his walk and all of that shit? Because I've seen the pictures where he's wearing the red shirt and he's walking upright, and even in the car accident footage that they have, like he's a very like posture proper person. And then the person
Yes.
that they was looking for in the pictures, he's all bent over, slumped over. I don't know, bro. The shit it just seemed
What
crazy.
really got me was the rifle. They said that the rifle was after he shot him, he disassembled the rifle and put it in the book bag, I guess, and ran off. But when they
Yeah,
found it and took a picture of it, the rifle was all the way put together.
yeah. Joe Rogan called bullshit on that. He said there's no way that dude took that fucking rifle apart with just a screwdriver.
Yeah,
You know,
nah,
I
you
was
need
thinking
L
about
wrenches
that
and
too.
shit.
If anything, just the scope, right? Because I was the whole time since the beginning, I was thinking, okay, so what? He stuffed that long gun down his pants and then he put his shirt over it. But with
Ain't
that
no way.
scope on, how would that fit? Okay, he had a screwdriver, so he took the scope off and then stuck the gun down his pants. But even then, fitting a long
Wait,
gun like that down your pants, I
so
don't
I
know.
was also wondering this because I haven't watched the video back or even too closely of the dude jumping off the roof. Did they show him like throwing the gun off the roof or something?
No,
He
at
didn't
this
throw.
So
time the
He
when
gun is
he,
jumped
supposed
off
to
the
be
roof.
broken down in the book bag already.
He jumped off the roof with the gun in his hand, wrapped it. The FBI found the gun wrapped in a towel. And in the video, you see him jumping off the roof with the towel, but it doesn't look like, maybe we could pull it up. It doesn't look like a rifle that's he's holding a rifle. He's definitely holding a towel or a cloth of some kind. It doesn't look like
oh,
he's
okay.
holding a rifle when he's jumping off the roof.
Yeah, so see, that's the only thing that I didn't know because I just, first of all, we watching this shit and we can't believe that what just happened is happening in the first place. So it's like you're not looking for key evidence unless you jug or some shit. You know, I never noticed him when he jumped off the roof that he was even carrying something. Just that's why I asked that question.
I didn't notice he had the towel and shit. I thought it was like a bag. But
I'm
then
gonna pull
again,
it up right now. I got to pull it up. Can I share a screen?
no, I
Yeah, you
remember him
can.
saying that. I remember him saying it was they wrapped it in the towel or some old shit.
All
But who
right,
don't
let's check this out.
like? I don't care if you wrap a rifle in a damn garbage bag. You gonna know it's a rifle.
Yeah, these are key things that I wouldn't even have thought to fucking look for.
I don't think I can zoom in anything, but here he is right here, right next to my mouse.
Okay, I see it.
Does that look like a gun that he's climbing down with right there?
No,
Eh,
Look at that. Look how
yeah,
floppy it is.
no, it's not. Oh
You see how
goodness,
floppy that
I don't
fucking
even know, bruh.
look how floppy that towel is, bro. Watch.
It's look like it's long sometimes and it's not long the other times. Like he's
It'll be
hold.
hard to tell because this ain't no good ass
yeah,
resolution on the video.
It looked
Hold
like
on, let
he's
me pause
holding
it
it
on this part right here.
upwards.
Watch. Hold on, let me.
I don't know how the hell he got on that roof.
I think they have video of him getting up there too.
Hmm.
Look at how it's bent, though. You see that? It's kind of like at an L shape, and
Nah,
that's
I think
supposed to be.
it's
It's
long
supposed to be.
ways. His body is covering up some of it. I think he has it like upright.
Look at that. It's
Like
curving. It's a C.
no, that's his shadow.
No, no. This right here. This right here
I
is a
see what
shadow.
he pointing at though.
I
That's
can't
his
see because I'm
shadow.
on my phone, so that shit's like
Uh,
damn small.
this is a shadow. This is the towel, right? Look at that. It's like it's a C formation. If there's a gun in there, how's it going to be bent in a C formation? The
Because
towel.
it's still a towel at the end of the day. Like it's going to move differently because it's a flexible. Yeah, bro, he got that shit like he's holding it by the barrel. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's holding that shit by the barrel, bro.
I don't know, man.
That shit ain't broken down. Broken down my ass. And him putting that down his pants again, my fucking ass.
I mean, if he had it down there the first time, he can get it back down there. He only shot one shot. The barrel ain't gonna
No,
be
but
that high.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he had it down his pants either, bro. How
Because
long is that?
he wouldn't have really been able to walk like that. He would have had to
How long is that gun?
a bit long. It's a boat action.
A lot of people were saying that that gun was too loud for nobody to be looking in the direction that the bullet came from.
When the bullet cracked, some of them didn't even jump.
That's the picture of it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he was holding it because look, if he holds it by the barrel, all you gonna see is this lower part.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'll do a quick escape. A Mauser. Dump the Mauser rifle. Okay, so what? You're telling me there's a screwdriver on the roof. Did the FBI put the scope back on or something? Or did Tyler take the scope off after he shot Charlie and jumped off the roof?
I'm with Joe.
He did
I'm
some
with Joe. I'm with Joe. I don't think he took that bitch apart at all.
Hell no. After you done
Yeah,
shot somebody in front of all them damn people, man, that boy ain't that poised.
I
but they
mean, if you're
found
a
the
professional
screwdriver on the roof.
hitman, they do that, but I don't know if he did that.
Yeah, nah, he wouldn't have been that poised. I'm surprised he ain't just run straight off the damn side of the roof. That's what I probably would have did. Oh fuck it, let's go.
Bruh, it's things that we never gonna know, bruh, because that dude is in a whole mindset that we can't even imagine putting ourselves into.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't fathom that. So
yeah, I
He
can't.
found he found it in him to actually go out and do that shit.
From that far too.
Well, from what people saying is that's not even a hard shot to make.
If you shoot from that distance, but well, they in Utah, so he probably does go to an outdoor range and can shoot from that distance. But if you don't really shoot from that distance, I mean, it
But
ain't no.
but
his
he
father,
also had
his
a scope on there. So if that scope and everything is
But
zero
how did
right
he
and all
know
that,
exactly where to lay, exactly what building to get on, exactly what time to be there, exactly like he knew there wasn't going to be like he was going to have a straight shot. He knew that, right? He almost
yeah,
didn't have a straight shot with that overhead that Charlie had over him.
yeah,
That was perfectly planned out. Everything was perfectly planned out except for the getaway, right? Like the assassination, the actual shooting him, perfect shot. He planned everything up into the getaway, and then he just said, "Oh fuck the getaway," and then he's suicidal, right? The story is his dad talks to him on the phone. He's on his way back to Southern Utah, St. George. His dad talks to him, and he claims that Tyler was speaking suicidal. He said he's gonna off himself, basically, right?
damn.
And then his dad talks him out of it, says, "Come home, we can talk about this." Tyler comes home, and then they call up a sheriff buddy, an old sheriff buddy, and say, "Hey, need you to come to the house and help kind of turn my kid in," right? And so that sheriff buddy turns Tyler in. So he willingly turns himself in, but then when he's sitting in jail, he's not complying. He's not confessing to doing it. He's not saying that he did this. He's not going with his confession. There's no confession. Like there's not a confession of him saying, "I did this," but he turned himself in and he's supposedly suicidal.
what's the dad look like? Because
Oh man,
what if the whole time the dad did it? Crazy, right? Plot twist.
yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that theory from nobody.
What theory? If who
That the
did
the
it?
dad
dad did it.
did it.
The dad
The
did it.
At the end of the day, bro, he got a lot of points that he can hit on in court. A lot of points.
Well, what's weird is it's an open and shut case,
Yeah,
right? It's perfectly lined up to be an open and shut case. It's Tyler's gun for a fact. It's a family heirloom given to him by his grandpa. His DNA is on the gun. There's a screwdriver left on the roof with Tyler's DNA on it, matches the DNA on the gun. You got Tyler on camera at the school that day in multiple different areas, right? And then you have him being turned in by his dad. You also have the text messages that sound extremely weird where he's admitting to every single step of the crime, the motive. His boyfriend slash girlfriend asked, "Well, why did you do this?" He said, "I have enough hatred." Right? Okay, so there's the motive. And it's just so strange, those messages. Those messages don't even sound like a conversation between two millennials or two Gen Zers. That sounds like a conversation between two police officers,
Yeah, they said
not
it's a
two Gen
squad
Zers.
car. Talking about it's a squad car over there. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, a
I
vehicle.
do
I need to go
I
get the vehicle.
Nah, I do agree with all of this shit. It's just more so like dude is also in a family of cops, so they gonna use different lingo than we use. Like they gonna say different things than we say. Like they gonna talk different ways than we talk. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take, but it. I don't know nobody that damn dumb to literally step by step through text message what you just did.
yeah. That. When I was hearing the text message, I was like, man, this is wild work, bro. Like you
Me
just
too.
literally you putting paperwork on yourself. You leaving a whole paper trail, bro.
Yeah.
Then you on there talking about like getting away with it, oh you and nothing gonna trace back to you. You crazy as hell now. So if
Yeah,
you
And then
if
you
you
got
you
if,
all this
think
shit
you
with
gave
for
all that
somebody
up.
that's in the mindset of not having something traced back to them, I doubt they would have sent those text messages, bro.
That's true too
That
though.
don't make no sense.
And then you got Charlie. I mean, it's all about money, right? Then you got this Israel situation on the back end where Charlie's turning down 150 million for his company. It's not just Charlie running Turning Point USA. There's other people there, other people involved, right? Shortly
Right.
before, another something Candace Owens dug up by talking to her sources is within Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk was worried about the financial situation because they were hemorrhaging money, right? And so Charlie was about to enact basically a Doge department within Turning Point USA. You guys know Doge with Elon Musk and
Yeah.
what he did for the US government. So Charlie
Yeah.
Kirk was planning on implementing the same type of process within Turning Point. Just weeks before he was assassinated, he was talking about doing this.
Mm.
So, I mean, you got all this stuff with money and Israel on the back end. And it's like, hey,
I don't know.
maybe it was a kid
It
that just
seemed
went
like
crazy, had enough hatred, and bam, went off the man with no backup plan, no escape plan. He just went and did it without even thinking about it. But we know he thought about it because he said, "I've been planning this for a couple weeks now." To his girlfriend in the chat messages, "I've been planning it for a couple weeks." Was his exact words, right?
it's,
Wait,
So, okay, you planned
but the
everything except for the getaway.
but the thing is to what extent? And also this is not like a I don't know, Jug. I feel like it's not as easy because look, you also got to think, just like you said, how did he know where he was going to be, how he was going to be? You know what I'm saying? All those situations. It's a lot of variables that he is working with on the cuff or off the cuff as well.
But the crazy thing though, like you would have had to come like in real time after they done set up the tent, set up all the crap, da 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 da. Look where they at, look at what building you finna go to, then go get the gun. Cause where did he if he was scoping it out or because if or you didn't know where this guy was exactly, and you had to come see exactly where he was, I'm pretty sure he ain't had a gun on him. He didn't pull up to the campus in the car, he walked.
But was Charlie already pre-announced to be there or he just popped up?
Yeah, he was pre-announced to be there, but he wasn't pre-announced to have a tent in that spot.
Uh,
If you've been planning it for a couple weeks, I mean, if you planning on shooting somebody from a couple weeks, you would know exactly where you probably gonna shoot him at
but
or
if he's
from.
just if he's just planning to just do it, he don't have no plan of how he's gonna do it. You run into those problems like straight away, especially if you working off the cuff. Like if you're like, all right, I gotta get here at this point in time, do it this way, and then when shit start to go awry, because no plan goes to 100%. Now
you
you start
also,
getting these.
but you also can think about how long it probably took them to set up and stuff like that. He could have been scoping the scene then, because just doing that and setting up, you kind of giving away where somebody is gonna be located anyway. So we setting up the stage right here. So okay, they gonna be right there. He can just assume that that's where they gonna be at.
But do they have like knowledge of how long, like when he was there, when he first got to the to the place?
That don't know. But they probably set up this. I mean, if you look at it, he's on a stage that has to be set up.
No, no, I'm saying, how long was Tyler? How long? When was Tyler
Oh, that.
set?
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I don't know.
when was his foot? Like, when was he first seen on canvas?
Um,
Does anybody know that?
8:30 in the morning,
Oh yeah, that's plenty of time.
and the rally took place at 11:30.
That's plenty of time, bro.
So yeah. So like I said, like he
Where'd
could
John
have
go?
been there. It's
He
a
probably had to
he.
take a
It's
call.
he's still down here in the stage. I think he had to switch or something. Here you go.
Yeah, he probably had to take a call. That's plenty of time, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, 4 hours. That's plenty of time to scope the scene, see where somebody is gonna be at, and all that, and go set up. Like that's
Because I think
got 3 hours.
even the dude that went after Trump, he was there. I think He had less time than that, I think.
And he missed too.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay. Listen. He got lucky. That's what happened. He got lucky.
I really do think, bro, it was an inside job. Someone from within Turning Point was involved somehow, some way. Let me show you something.
It's probably the one
No,
that's on the TV doing all the crying and shit.
Excuse
no,
Let
me.
me show you something.
I agree with you, Jug. It does look more and more sketchy the more
Hold
that
on. Let me
I
show you
look into
something.
this
I
shit.
want you guys to react to this. Let me show you something.
It I don't know. John seemed like he changing a little bit. You know,
What you
last
mean?
screen he was on here like F cut.
No, I'm glad. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, John. Welcome back.
You
All
get
right.
you get a little more. You get a little more information. Oh hell no! I'm not watching this video again, bro.
No. It's not his death. Watch. Okay, so what this is pointing out is this camera right here above his head. You see that camera? That
Yeah,
camera saw everything, right? Look at
yeah.
the angle of that camera. That camera saw everybody on the crowd. That camera probably saw who was on that rooftop. This camera right here saw everything.
No,
Believe it.
that's not true because there's a lip that's underneath a tent.
I don't know. I think from the picture, it looks like it could be, but I mean, think about it. That camera is meant to capture the crowd, not the back of Charlie's head, not the top of the tent.
No,
You
I'm
know, that
saying that. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
that camera is
And
meant
another
to
thing
capture
is,
the reactions. Just
you
watch.
you
Just watch.
do.
Just watch. Hold on. Just watch. 30
All
seconds.
right, shut up,
And
shut up,
no,
shut up.
hell no, hell no. You about
that
to
I'm
try to play
referring
that?
to, and we are
Oh,
Bro, it's not his death. Chill. It's not his death.
my boy, because I don't
going
want to see that.
to now take a look at him. And he is also the individual, as many of you pointed out, that was near Charlie or just before the assassination. But let's check out that footage of him in the immediate aftermath, kind of switching around the cameras, the two of them. Take a look.
Not fireworks.
Wait, who are we looking at?
Right here. Look at the guys under the tent fiddling with the camera.
What are they taking it down or something?
What? Just watch, brother. Looking around, making sure no one's watching them.
Safety team is
Grab
here.
the chair. First off, that chair is part of a crime scene.
I
That
was
is
about
the
to say
chair
that's a
Charlie
crime
was
scene,
sitting
bro.
in. That chair 100%. He is contaminating the crime scene, right?
Oh, for
Now watch.
sure.
I just heard them say
Watch
the
what
active
he
shooter
does.
Charlie Kirk has been shot. Charlie Kirk got hit, is what the security detail just said.
That's the building up there?
Yeah. Okay, look. So he took the camera down. Camera's not up there. Watch what he does. Look at this guy's filming, right? He's messing with the camera. What is he doing?
Don't worry, guys. We're going to get closer. This is just a wide shot so you can see what's going on here, and then we'll get a bit closer. I know you guys have
SD card out.
pulled apart this footage a million ways, and thank you for that.
That whole tent is a crime scene. All that shit.
And here's the closer version of that. You can see, slowed down here, he pulls out the chair, he stands on it, and yes, that would be a big no-no for a crime scene. You don't move anything. He takes down the camera that is directly above
Do we know who that
where
guy
Charlie
is?
was sitting.
Yeah, we do.
I think they said he's definitely somebody that worked for Charlie, but they said the
Yeah.
dude said he took the camera and everything because he didn't want nobody else to try to get it and do something evil, like put the footage out there and stuff.
Would be able to provide, therefore, a lot of insight. And then you can see he kind of sits the camera onto the desk, and it looks like he removes the SIM card from it, or the SD card, if you will, which we're watching right here. So I'm going when I saw this footage.
So he ends up giving it to that other guy that's right behind him, and he puts it in a hat. He puts it in like the lip of a hat, and the other guy takes the hat. And then Candace ends up in that episode explaining who that guy is. She knows that guy. She used to work for Turning Point, so she knows exactly who that is. And then she hits him up to try to talk to him. He ends up giving her the cold shoulder. And so she hits up somebody else within Turning Point that she's friends with, and they question him about it. And he said exactly what Weirdo said, that he took the SD card because there was still the crime scene was not closed off. Clearly, there's still a bunch of people around. There's no yellow tape. There's no cops blocking anything. There's no cops there at all in the video you just saw. That's 10 minutes after Charlie got shot, right? And so this guy, his claim is that he took the SD card because he knew it was going to be important, and he didn't want anybody to take that camera or the SD card or mess with it at all. So he took it to make sure it got in the hands of the people, doing the investigation.
So if they holding this as evidence, right? If the cops have this, they holding it for evidence just until they go to trial to use it. Would that put you at ease?
Probably some of it, maybe.
Because it's a lot of stuff that they had that they didn't release just straight away to the public just to make
Yeah.
sure that everything was good. Because in my opinion, I think that camera would have been obstructed. The top of that camera would have been obstructed by the little lip. The higher up you go, that little lip is gonna stop whatever's coming in. That's to go out for the camera. Dude, does he have any camera footage from that camera ever put out on the internet?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the ones that shows the people that's talking, and you're right, it doesn't show the horizon, it shows the crowd and the person talking, usually that
But
camera.
it could also be zoomed in though when he's putting it
Yeah.
out there as well. I don't know, bruh. All I know is it does seem like foul play is aim. The more that you point shit out, it does, and the more that I watch about it, like that is when the dude was showing the damage that bullet would have actually done if it came from a gun that size and shit like that, and it's just like I don't know enough about guns to
Oh, you
even
talking
like
about when they was saying like, and if the bullet hit
It
its
was
velocity and stuff like that, and
yeah.
yeah, and the
the impact it'll
collarbone.
make, yeah, that's
So
crazy.
two
But
things. Number one, real quick, did you see the Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu make a speech and come out saying there's rumors going around that Israel is responsible for Charlie Kirk's death? I want to be very clear. Israel is not responsible in any way, shape, or form. We love Charlie Kirk. We invited him to Israel recently. He wrote a letter to Israel talking about how much he loved us. We don't want Charlie Kirk dead for any reason. Did you see that or hear about that?
I did. I
I
seen
heard
that.
about it.
So what would be the point
your
of
camera's
coming
off,
out,
John.
right? Like if you didn't do shit, you don't have to address anything. You have no need to address anything if you didn't do anything at all. Why address it at all? It's just people on the internet talking wild. Who gives a fuck? Why come out and say anything? When you're coming out and talking about it, now you're giving people reason to believe, well, what are you so defensive about? Why are you on the back foot? You know?
And the thing is, he needs America's support, and he needs the American people to back Trump to do his bidding, because he don't got the weapons that he needs to stand off basically the whole damn Middle East. Don't nobody like really Israel like that.
Which, shout out to Trump. He shut down the war in the Middle East just like that in one day. Only took a couple hours. He did it. Shout out Trump. Fuck yeah. But
Wait, so
No,
he
I
got them.
doubt I
He got
doubt I
them.
doubt he
Look,
did.
look,
Did he get? He got them free. He got the.
this just happened today, bro. 2 days,
No, no,
a
I know.
couple hours. Yeah.
So
I
look,
had just sent. I just
since
sent the. But I mean, it just happened today. As many times as they've spoken on a ceasefire, bro, and the next day, next couple hours, they
Well, it's
start
not a
bombing the shit
ceasefire.
again.
It's
No,
Hamas.
no,
It's
no. I
Hamas
know.
straight up saying we are going to release the hostages, and that has been Israel's whole reason for this war
Yeah,
is release our hostages. We stop the bombing. That's always been their
yeah.
platform, right?
No,
Hamas. Donald Trump posted on his X this big long message, basically fuck around and find out. If you don't release the hostages, all hell is breaking loose. We're gonna
yeah.
bomb you off the map, right? Straight up on X posted it. Within a couple hours, Hamas sending a letter to Israel saying we're going to release the hostages, the dead ones and the alive ones.
bro. They see what he's been. Well, I hope they hold their end of the bargain and actually do it. But they also see what Trump has been doing to um um the people
Is
in
ISIS
Mexico. No, not
uh,
ISIS.
the
The
Venezuelans?
cartel, the cartel, the Venezuelans, and what he bombed the freaking the nuclear shit over there too. Like Trump
Yeah,
ain't
he
fucking
did.
around. So
I know that.
he
I
not
know that.
But the thing
didn't
is,
it,
he not supposed to do no shit like that.
man, we don't want to hear that, man. What did you
He's
talking
doing
about?
what
He not
everybody
supposed to
wants.
do that.
He's doing what everybody wants. He is
But
stopping
that's against
the
the
bombs.
Constitution, bro. Like only
Here we go.
Congress can send America to war, bro. The president don't got that power.
He's not going to war. He stopped it before it became a war.
Bro, you drop them bombs on their nuclear site. That's an act of war. We may be over here sitting around twiddling our damn thumbs talking about we ain't at war, but the people that got the bombs dropped on them, oh, it's war. They at war with America. Believe that.
So you think they coming for us at some point in time in our
If
life?
they could, they would have done it already, bro.
They've been coming for
So
us
wait,
since
so
9/11. They've
so
been coming since
it's
before 9/11.
so wouldn't that be? I'm just playing devil's advocate. Wouldn't that be a smart thing to do to get them before they get us if they was already planning on coming for us?
See,
I
you
mean, but
gonna
that
get
is,
hung at the Geneva Convention.
oh
That's
my
what's gonna happen to you.
goodness.
That's called a war crime, bro.
So
You
hold
can't
on. Let
just
me get
go.
back to let me get back to the Charlie Kirk thing real quick before we get too far off topic, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there's
go
one
ahead.
more thing that I wanted to let you guys know about that you probably don't know. George Zinn. So George Zinn is the old dude in the crowd who got carried out with his pants down, and they're like, "Oh,"
Yeah.
he raised his hand, and said, "I'm the shooter, I'm the shooter," right? So there's video of this guy. I could probably find it for you. Matter of fact, let me find it for you real quick.
Pull it up. It's crazy how he's been to like two or three other fucking like big ass events, bro. That shit is baffling to me. Like he was do you remember what are those other two events that he was at, Judge?
9/11 and the Boston bombings.
Huh?
Mans
Just
was
happened
there.
to be at both of those. Yep.
Why was he there?
Why was he there?
No,
Exactly.
nobody knows, bro.
And then he in
No.
Utah. That's way across the way.
That man has experienced some things in his lifetime, I'll tell you that.
All right, watch.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know. I gotta pull it up first.
John don't be wanting to get nobody credit, man. When they
At
try,
all, bro.
that's crazy.
You talking about Trump?
Any of these type people, Trump, Charlie, whoever, don't give them no
Diddy,
credit for some of the
he
good
get
they try to do.
he give Diddy his breaks.
Right,
Diddy was
he
the only
giving
one.
Diddy all the
Diddy was the
breaks
only one
though.
tried and found not guilty by a jury.
Yeah.
This man, but Charlie wasn't
So
guilty of
before I
anything.
play this video here, let me ask you guys, right? Because I've been around some gunshots in my lifetime, some unexpected gunshots in my lifetime. Have y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Chilling, all of a sudden gunshots pop off. What's your first reaction when gunshots pop off?
I
The
got the
wrong
hell
thing to
on.
do, duck.
Right? What the fuck, right? Okay, so that's the basic human reaction to unexpected gunshots. Watch this.
You
This
saying
is
my
so
man
fucking.
didn't have no reaction?
This
Nah,
is
the people
weird,
didn't
bro.
believe
Well,
it.
It's obvious.
most of the crowd didn't have no reaction. Like little to none of the crowd.
We can't hear it. Are we supposed to be hearing something?
You can
Here,
see
hold
that
on.
here.
Oh, there you go.
Arrested in the exact same area that they just took Charlie. And it's fast, right? And it's especially fast because we then found footage of George Zinn after the shot rings out. And we're going to watch this. He's going to get up and people are dispersing everywhere. And he kind of calmly gets up and starts making his way down that stadium. You can see that here. We have the light on him.
Damn, he old as hell.
And his pants fall down by themselves.
Damn.
You can see that. His pants did not, like, we were kind of working under the assumption that his pants fell down because, I don't know, the police were pulling him, but that's actually incorrect. They just fall down all by themselves, and you can see that a young man comes by to try to assist him. Okay, so it's not, has nothing to do with the arrest. Now, to be clear, when we see him sort of making his way down those stairs, we can actually approximate, because we did, like I said, we're counting seconds, that this happens earliest 30 seconds after the shot is fired. Okay, and this clip, that clip that you just watched, is about 20 seconds long. So it's about a full 50 seconds, and we know that George Zinn is still standing right there. Okay, so somehow George Zinn needs to get from where you just saw him, where his pants fall, to handcuffs in the SUV zone in about 40 seconds flat. Again, that's very fast. We were able to find the footage of him walking down. He just walks down like you see him. He just is walking down the stairs, and he has his hat in his hand, and he starts waving, and he's going toward the left side of the tent. If you're behind the tent looking forward, like if you have Charlie's view, he is then going to kind of go down, and he walks to the left side of the tent. So I wanted to show you this like second timeline that I put together, because this just lets you know what happens in the immediate aftermath. Charlie, Skylar, I'm not sure if I told you to pull that. Can you see?
Pull what? Oh, she didn't get the full video.
No, I got the. I mean, if you want to finish it, I can. I just wanted to show you the video of him walking down, basically getting up slow, going down the stairs, and then yeah, it was me, It's just weird, right? And so what's weird about that? The reason I wanted to bring him up is because she dives deeper into George Zinn on that episode to sum it up for you guys. I'll send you the whole video if you want to watch it, because she obviously goes into much better detail and explains it way better than I can. But George Zinn, remember I told you about Phil Ackman running for governor of Utah, right? So
Yes.
you know how websites will they'll take reviews and then they'll publish the reviews on the homepage of their website, and it's always the good ones. You know what I mean? It's always the ones that are supporting whatever they're doing. You know what I'm talking about? It's always like highlighted reviews on a home web page about a company or something, right? So
yeah.
Coincidentally, 3 years ago, George Zinn made a review of Phil Ackman and his support of Phil Ackman. Phil Ackman published one of George Zinn's reviews on the homepage of his campaign website. It shows his name, George Zinn, and it shows this big old statement of what George Zinn said about Phil Ackman. So he was at 9/11. He was at the Boston bombings. He just so happens to support Phil Ackman, who just so happens to be related to Bill Ackman, the billionaire donor that Charlie Kirk turned away. I mean, those are all pretty big coincidences. When there's that many coincidences in one spot, there's bound to not be a coincidence.
The thing is, I will agree, right? But it's when we start getting into these conspiracies that I get lost, because it's just like I be like when John be sending me these shits, bro. At some point, it just starts to seem like a reach, even though it's more footage, right? We see everything that's going on. It's just more so that thing of human interaction that we can't account for, because we all are different. We all react to scenarios and situations differently. Like who's to say that I don't know, bro. It just seems like once we start talking about shit like this, we start to just start going down a rabbit hole at the point to where it's like maybe we are reaching a little bit, like a lot of the consequences. I mean, no, not consequences, but a lot of the what the fuck is the word? Coincidences. Like they all link up. Like they do seem like crazy that it had to happen, but we also dealing with real life. Like a lot of things in life had to happen for us to even get to this point in life that we couldn't even fathom.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
that starts with not being able to trust the people that's telling you the story. Can't trust the FBI.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So yeah,
it's about to get to a point where we can't even trust footage.
I mean, that's true too.
It's at that point.
So it's a scary thing out here right now, my boy.
We
Some
we
things, I
was
mean,
we was just talking about the whole AI shit. Like, bro, where the world is going, bro. We all in trouble. And it's a shame that we have to question every single thing because the government feels as though it's okay to not tell us the truth or like drip feed us the truth to where it seems like they're not telling the truth.
no, see, the government like to tell us what we ready for. Like we ain't
What they
adults.
what they
Yo,
think that we
that's
ready
crazy.
for.
That's what I was about to say that, but because sometimes everything is not supposed to be said though.
But
And
I
my
mean, if
thing,
these are if
Cause sometimes some stuff that be said can definitely cause chaos.
But
yeah,
even if these questions could, okay, so look, we even got into it like this. I think me and Jawan, we had talked about this as well. The whole Epstein shit, right? It's like it's no winning for Trump whether he releases it or he doesn't release it, right? Because if we give everybody what we're looking for, right, Jug, they give you the shit from every angle possible, and it's like you see all of the proof, you can say wholeheartedly within yourself that you will accept it for what it is,
Yeah,
or
for
would you,
sure. Yeah.
or would you still be looking for what you're looking for?
I guess it depends, because with the JFK situation, they supposedly gave us all the true information, but there ended up being a second shooter and it ended
No,
up
no, no.
just one
I
guy,
agree.
right? But they gave us all the information, they gave us the truth,
No,
right? So
I agree 10,000% with what you just said. But the thing that makes me not okay with what you said is I look at it like, what's that one dude that used
look,
to
can I
be
say a
on,
quote for you? Because I
go
think
ahead.
I know what you're talking about. And I think there's a
Mhm.
quote that will kind of put together what you're saying, right? So I was watching the Patrick Bet David podcast earlier. If you don't know who he is, kind of like on the same community as Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk, blah, 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 the right,
Yeah.
podcasters. So he talked about a quote today. It's called the Hanlon's Razor. The Hanlon's Razor is a rule of thumb, right? And so the rule of thumb states never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity.
Okay, now when you're talking to an ignorant person, what did you mean by that?
So it suggests that negative events or poor actions are more often the result of ignorance, incompetence, carelessness, or other non malicious factors than intentional evil or malice, right?
Right. Right. But that's okay. That's a good point. So keep that before, but don't leave that because that's a good idea. I mean, that's a good direction to spin to. But what more so I was saying is what's that one guy that used to have a show and he started talking about that one shooting, he was calling it a hoax. You remember what I'm talking about? He got the real raspy voice. He comes on Joe Rogan sometimes. Damn, what's his name, bro? He's the
Alex
big
Jones,
ass conspiracy theory.
Alex Jones.
Alex
He's
Jones,
talking
yeah,
about Sandy Hook.
right.
He
So it's shit like that, right? So Alex Jones, most of the shit that he was saying turned out to be
was right,
true, right? You
except
get
for
what I'm
Sandy.
saying?
Yeah, except for
But
Sandy.
but it's that one thing that he starts saying that starts throwing his shit off. So it's
Yeah.
at some point, bro. It's like everything cannot. And the thing is, if it starts to add up a little bit too much, that's when you got to start questioning. When the coincidence start to seem too close, that's when you got to start questioning that shit. It's
So you
no,
don't think
and
the coincidences seem too close and are too frequent in the Charlie Kirk situation? You don't think there's too many coincidences that make it just a straightforward, kid hates Charlie Kirk so much, has so much hatred for him, he just wanted to kill him.
no, I do think that it's too many coincidences, and
So
that's why I
you got the
think that
stance
it's
of it's too good to be true. So, because
yeah,
everything, so the way that everything is lining up, it's like it's
right,
too perfect. So
right,
something is
correct.
off in this because the fact that it's too perfect, like this shit lined up too well.
Right,
Open and
right.
close case. Yeah.
To the
that's
Because
like
point,
the
you
like
you're
same.
not
like
That's like
leaving
the
you're not
same shit.
leaving no space, you're not leaving no space for no type of like human error, because in life you will always see some type of human error.
But the thing is, it's probably not even like the head of the FBI, Cash Patel. It's not even him in on it, right? It's not even like
Uh-huh.
if it was a conspiracy and if it was like an inside job, right? I'm not saying it is because that would be a conspiracy, is jumping to conclusions, but there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with asking questions, right?
No,
But
yeah, I agree.
if it was a conspiracy, it's probably not even Cash Patel and the head of the FBI and the head of the police department and the governor. It's not even them involved. It's
Right.
deeper than that. They wouldn't even know if it was an inside job or a setup. They're just going with
That's
what they
true.
got: the text messages, the
Yeah, it's
gun,
higher than
the
they pay
DNA.
grade.
So what if years from now we find out that 9/11 was an inside job? That's what that's it's like that. Like it took that long for us to figure out about the JFK thing
We
that
already know
Well,
that
that's the
though. We already
small. I mean, finding out that is the small problem. I mean, people die about that. A
we
no,
lot of
already
people
know
it's
died
that
about that.
inside job
no,
though. That's
I understand that, but what I'm more so saying is look how long it took us to decipher what happened to JFK. Most of them people, like nothing can even happen to most of those people that hasn't already happened to them. And on top of that, it's like it's so old that it doesn't even affect like current America. Like we don't even most people don't, oh, we killed JFK we could have possibly assassinated JFK. It's just like the alien things now. It's like we've been looking for this shit all along that when we finally get it, it's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, but people want that confirmation.
I got a question though. What
Yeah.
happens if we get the information that we asked for?
And that's what I'm saying. That's
What
what
you
I
mean? What
tried that
happens?
Like, what is the reaction?
Like
Like, what do
it?
you think could happen if we
What
get all
information
the
though?
information that we asked for?
confirmation. It's confirmation, but not just for the public. It's confirmation for people like Cash Patel, people like the president of the United States, people like the vice president, and all of the heads of the government. It's confirmation that they don't have control and they don't really know what's going on. There's something deeper that they have no idea is going on. They're not in control.
So, what do
If
you
it
think
is
that
true,
would?
it is a
How do you
conspiracy.
think that affect the people?
The public probably not at all, but I think it would
Are we
affect the
talking about
government.
what topic are we talking about though? Affect them on what? Because it'd
I'm
be
just talking
different
about
if
in general, like all the conspiracies and everything we don't
certain
know. What happens if we get that information?
certain
What
certain
is the reaction
conspiracies is
to the
certain
public? What is
dynamics.
gonna happen?
Certain
you said where,
conspiracies
John?
got certain dynamics to them. Like if you're talking
It
about
does.
the UFO business, then
That's a whole nother podcast, by the way. I got a lot of knowledge about that too, just so you know. But
hey, for sure. But if you're talking about that and you find out that they lied
You,
to us about
you
this and
see
they've
that
been
right
lying
there?
to us, huh? And they've been lying to us about that shit for however many years. And the things that they're basically withholding from the public, which is just a crime within itself, because it shouldn't be. If they got something that'll basically knock out basically all your problems, energy, health, all of that crap, basically the monopoly that we playing wouldn't be they wouldn't be able to play it anymore. So
Yeah.
it'll basically put everybody at a certain level. There'll be no hierarchy, there'll be no elite. So the world basically as they know it'll be horrible for them because everybody's coming up where they at, but it'll be great for
It'll still be
everybody
a
else.
hierarchy though.
Okay, so let me say this, right? Let me say this. And this is all like common knowledge, right? We all know that taking out the one most important person all the time is not the smartest thing to do, right? When we took out not Osama bin Laden, what was the other guy?
Osama bin Laden too. Yeah, I mean
No,
that
no,
counts.
not Osama bin Laden, the other guy.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein, when we took him out of power, shit started going rampant over there, even more than what it was. It's like when you take the big drug dealer off the streets, then it moves in all of these small people. So them kill if they assassinate Charlie, right? You see now that more people are now like they can't silence everybody without it looking crazy. So because now you got Candace up in arms, and all of these other people that's going to be up in arms for Charlie and
Well, you've
taking
also
his
got the
place.
head. You've also got the heads of Turning Point now, the people who Charlie was having second thoughts about within his company, right? And the donors that wanted Turning Point to talk positive about Israel. You now have the leaders of Turning Point able and having the option to change the narrative down the path that Israel wanted it to go down. You're not going to start
Yeah,
seeing a bunch of anti-Israel or Charlie was going down some crazy some good conversation points about Israel and what they were doing the last few months, but you're not going to hear
yeah.
anybody from Turning Point talking anything that Charlie was saying about Israel. No one's going to pick up on that conversation within Turning Point. That's not going to happen.
I
Yeah,
was
but
You got
talking
Ben
about.
Shapiro.
he was going to bat for Israel too, though.
At one point, he was absolutely, but like I said, at least the last 4 months
I
before he died,
and
you
that's the
start
thing.
to
Like
see.
I didn't look too much into Charlie, so these last couple of months that you're talking about is alien to me. So I would have to go and look
Yeah,
and see what exactly he was saying because I really don't think this man had the reach that y'all are making it seem like he had, bro. Like
he
he
Nah,
does.
he had the
literally was
reach.
just
He
a
does.
he was a I know he helped Trump what he did, but
He's
other
boys
things
with
can,
Donald Trump. He's boys with Donald Trump
yes,
Jr. He's boys with Eric Trump. He's boys with Bibi
yes.
Netanyahu, right? He's boys with everybody in the Republican leadership. He's boys with the leaders of Israel.
But
Like
but but how deep does their relationship go? Like it's like all four of us are cool with each other, right? But it's things that you wouldn't do for me if I asked you, and it's things that all of us wouldn't do for each other if we asked. So it's
it
just
would be
more
like
so
it
like,
would be
yeah, we know each other.
the relationship would be like your boss at work and your coworkers. That's what the relationship would be like.
But
Right.
it's
Yeah.
are we
But but
really?
I,
that but that can be even different because sometimes you see people at work more than you see your own family at home.
yeah,
Exactly. Sometimes you go
that's
out to
true.
drink with people from work, right? Sometimes you do team building exercises and you go
Mhm.
bowling with the people at your work, or you go do some shit with the people at your work, right? You go on some work trip with the people at your work and you do some type of conference somewhere. Like, that's the type of relationship it would have been.
Yeah.
Not like they're meeting their kids and shit type of relationship, not like they're having barbecue at their house type of relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe with Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., yeah. From what I understand from watching Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., Donald Trump's sons, that was their relationship. With JD Vance, that was Charlie Kirk's relationship with JD Vance. But with like Trump and Bibi Netanyahu, that wasn't really how it was with them.
Yeah. I could believe that with whatchamacallit.
JD
Bro,
Vance.
Damn,
BB
with JD
Netanyahu don't give a
Vance.
damn about nobody but Israel, bro.
Right. Right. Now I gotta go, but before I go, I wanted to play a funny ass video that shows why Trump is the funniest president we've ever had, and then I gotta go. But I really want to show you
Uh,
guys this video. It is so fucking
it
funny.
is
This
10
was
o'clock. It
yesterday.
is 10.
Here
Yeah,
you go with the
definitely.
glaze.
This
Damn.
was
Here we
yesterday.
go. Here we go.
This is so fucking funny, bro.
People weren't taking it, I would imagine. They couldn't take it. God bless you, Bobby. I hope I didn't catch COVID just there.
Mr. President, sir.
He's got Paxlovid.
Hold on, this is a shitty video. Hold up. That's a shitty video because you can't hear what's going on in the background. Hold up.
I would imagine. They couldn't take it. God bless you, Bobby. I hope I didn't catch COVID just there. Don't you have Paxlovid? What is it? He's got Paxlovid. Give me a Paxlovid immediately.
He says, "Give me a Paxlovid immediately."
I want to see this man. I want to see him never mind. I ain't going down that route. But yeah, bro, it is 10 o'clock, y'all.
You want
So
to see
That's
him
like
what
a
over
joke
there?
we would make, like someone would sneeze, like, "Oh shit, I didn't catch COVID." Like that's a joke we would make, bro.
So hold on. You still backing Trump?
I am,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I back Trump.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't
most.
think I don't think that nobody is perfect, bro, but at
I don't
least
think
this
he all
man,
good and I don't think he all bad.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say.
That's what each damn
You
damn
know,
near
though,
each president that went up in that seat. I don't think they all good,
the
and I
thing
don't think they
is,
all bad.
the reason I support Trump, bro, it's not because of what I think, but it's because of what I know. He is without a doubt, and you can't deny this. No matter how much you hate Trump, you cannot deny this. He is America first. Fuck where you're from. Fuck where you're about. America first all day. We're not giving money to Ukraine. We don't want to help support Israel and bombing Iran. We want to take care of the drug dealers coming into the country. We want to take care of the illegals and stop paying for their health care and stop paying for their Medicaid and stop paying for their welfare. We want to support our country. Whether his approach and how he says it and maybe how he's doing it, maybe might be off in some ways, but he is America first. And regardless of what you think of him, you can't deny that.
It's not off
I
in some
just,
ways. It's
I,
totally contradictory. This nigga is literally bombing the Middle East. He dropped the biggest bombs that we had onto them because Israel, not America, Israel needed him to do it. If he was America first, he would have said, "Fuck that. We ain't got nothing to do with that."
I'm sure in some ways that the public doesn't have access to it was related to America in some ways, right?
How?
That is the only thing he did to support Israel. That's the
Israel don't
only
got a
thing he
ballistic
did.
missile that can hit the United States.
What?
Israel doesn't have a ballistic missile that can hit the United States.
You sure about that? Israel 100% has nuclear weapons.
I mean,
Absolutely.
not
America,
Israel, Iran.
Iran. I mean, why do you think they bombed? Why do you think they took them out? Why do you think they took out the missile silos?
Because they were going to bomb Israel with them.
And
but they
is
could have used,
Israel
they could have
supporting
did that. They
America?
could have used those shit to anybody though. They could
No,
have
not
used them
really.
things on anybody.
Not really. You got to have the capability still.
So if you
Do you
could pull
agree?
the trigger on one person, what's stopping you from pulling the trigger
I
on the
don't agree with
rest?
none of this war shit, bro.
Because
I
for
don't
one,
either.
you're gonna have to have a nuke that can go out into the atmosphere and then re-enter. They don't
So
have
Bro,
that. They don't have those missiles.
it's people that's been on Joe Rogan that have admitted that have worked for the government 10 for multiple years over that these places we're behind. America is behind on its technology because of our laws and shit. That they have certain missiles that can get to us way before we even know that the motherfucker is coming.
We're talking about Iran.
it's
It,
it's common saying in Iran, death to America, right? That's been common for a very long time. And in America, you have Christians who will do things for the sake of, oh, in the Bible it told me I need to, cleanse the earth of all sinners. So I go and I'm a serial killer now, right? There's people that have, from a Christian perspective, that have done things because their interpretation of the Bible was completely fucked and twisted. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Yeah.
extremists.
Like,
Yeah.
there's been some serial killers, there's been some killers and bad people that did things for the sake of my God and my Jesus, right?
yeah.
Right. And so, I don't, it's, there's Christian extremists, there's leftist extremists. It's all about extremists, right? And in Iran, you have the Islamic extremists who are just completely taking it way out of, like, their interpretation of it over there is America is the infidel. The way the Americans live is completely wrong. Death to America. We don't like them. We don't like what they represent. That is their view of us over there.
But even a lady, even there was even a lady on Joe Rogan that, okay, listen, I'm gonna just keep bringing him up because that nigga brings
Alex
most of the
Jones.
I
facts.
told you.
There
I
was no,
told you
not Alex
this
Jones.
nigga. This
There's
nigga needs to sponsor this nigga.
there
So
was a lady that Joe brought on there a long time ago before any of this shit even happened. And she was on the grounds when it first happened. She was on the grounds when the shit was happening. And she was on the side and she was explaining that it's the side of those people that they don't even agree with.
The
I'm not going to bring
jihad.
race into it. Yes, I'm not going to bring race into it, but it's just like we have people that believe in how you should read this Bible or read that Bible, but there is a very aggressive, malicious way of reading. I think it's the Quran, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very malicious and violent way that you can read the Quran, and these people believe in that over there to the fucking highest of the extent.
What's that?
So
Because at the end of the day, everything is based on interpretation, bro. So if
exactly.
you can read the same thing, the same exact words, but
Weird.
it depends on
What's it
how you
called,
take them
weirdo?
words.
What's it called, weirdo? When Muslims consider things haram, and they want everything within their community that they believe is haram to be out, and they try to get rid of it. There's a term for that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I heard it, but I don't remember it by heart.
Fuck.
I think didn't John just say it?
What you talking about? Jihad?
No, I'm gonna chat GPT
No,
it real
that's
quick.
not it. It's I know it. I know it. I know it. Fuck, I was just thinking about it.
In simpler words, nigga, exterminate.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's crazy because he gonna say it right when I'm about to say it. Damn, they was making fun of it on a Team America.
mm-hmm.
You talking about that South Park movie?
No, 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 that wasn't a South Park movie. What
I
the
thought that's
creators
what
of South Park made it?
yeah, I
I
thought
don't
that
know.
if I, is that the movie with the
With
like
the
they puppet?
puppets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think South Park made that movie. The creators of South Park made that.
Damn, I forget what that shit is called, bro. Damn, I'm about to go get on this Call of Duty, boy.
I ain't even play it today. I'm
But
trying
back to
to
what you
edit
were
this
saying with
damn
Trump
video.
though. He ain't all that shit that he talking, man. He ain't do all of that shit. He did the total opposite.
What
He's
you
What?
mean
bombing
he did
people.
the total opposite?
I didn't
He
even say
bombing
anything
people.
specific. You did.
And then you said that he
You said
oh
he America first.
He's
yeah,
America
the
first.
America
John
First
said
shit.
that's he contradicted.
And then but no, he went down a whole list of reasons why he said that. And a lot of those reasons, I mean, we must not be watching the same thing.
Bro,
So is
John,
he not?
please
Is he not deporting illegals? Is he not deporting illegal immigrants?
We're not talking about that.
Oh
And
Lord, here
that's
we
one of the things
go.
I said. The
Here we
government
go.
is shut. The government is shut down right now. Do you know why the government is shut down right now as we speak?
I mean, I know what they're saying.
So
Let's
the reason the government is shut down is because Trump is trying to pass the big beautiful bill, this big ass bill, right? And in this bill, there's something in there that stops funding for Medicaid and welfare for illegal immigrants. If your visa's expired, you're not allowed to have Medicaid. You're not allowed to have welfare. Trump is trying to put a shutdown on that policy, and the Democrats disagree with that. That's something that Joe Biden put into place. They want to keep that policy, and they
okay,
disagree.
but
So they can't do two
That's
okay,
different
what
but
they
this is
telling
my
you.
question though. But this is my question though, right? And
One
this is
second.
something that I learned with the whole Biden administration is they pack shit in to sneak other shit in as well. So is that the whole thing that we being told, or is that just half the story to make them look good?
But that's not true at all. Because I don't give
You
a damn
don't
if you
know
got
if
a
it's true or
visa,
not.
if you got a visa or a green card, bro. That don't you don't get those benefits unless you're an American citizen.
That's not true.
That's
That is
not true
true.
at all. That is not
That's
true at
not
all.
true.
That's
Are
how
you
That is
crazy?
not true,
if they
bro.
if they get it, because I know to get SNAP, any of that shit, you gotta have a social, you gotta get on to put your social security number and all that good shit. If you
John,
ain't got
but
that, you're not getting it.
see, you then this is where you just be spouting off at the mouth at because that's far from the fucking truth, bro.
Bro, so you telling me legally, illegal immigrants or people that's not US citizens can get those
Yes.
benefits that he's talking about? You out
Yes,
of your
that's the
rabbit
same.
ass mind.
No, 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 because they was giving them debit cards. They was giving them debit cards. They was giving them phones. You are here temporarily. So basically you come here on asylum, right? They move you. You tell them where you going. I'm here to do this and that. I'm seeking asylum for this reason, that reason, whatever. Okay. You got to go to court on this date. This date could be 2026. But what they going to do for you is they're going to move you in here and you're going to have to wait for your time to go to court.
Chat
It's no saying
Chat
if you go to court
GPT
or not.
Chat GPT says exceptions and limited access. Here's what undocumented immigrants may still be able to have access to:
The
emergency
ER.
medical care, emergency Medicaid, schooling K through 12, WIC, state and local assistance, including healthcare, legal aid, food assistance from local programs, charity, nonprofit aid.
Bro, I'm telling
Chat
you,
GPT.
they move you in here. They treat you like you already a citizen until you go to trial. That's why they was trying to get them to be able to vote on top of that. So they basically made it seem like they was trying to move these people in to boost the numbers up on the left.
And they
That's
can't.
just
They can't vote.
I'm not saying that's what they was doing.
You don't need an ID to vote. As far as the illegal immigrants know, Joe Biden's let me come over for free. I can walk up in that country, no problem, not be deported. I'm able to vote. Now, Joe Biden's thinking I have voters. I just let 20 million people into the country. I have 20 million voters for me. That's how he's thinking about it, right? So, conspiracy. But you don't need ID to vote. You can be illegal and vote, which is
Bro,
weird, right?
they was giving these people
See, I
full
said
on
that last time
housing.
we talked. I said it's weird that you can be a part of like a government official, nigga, and you ain't from here.
They was giving these people full on housing, bro. And there's YouTubers that went around during the campaign and was asking these people. Remember the whole they're eating dogs, they're eating cats. You remember that? These dudes was literally. I sent you the video. These dudes was literally going out there and asking those people these questions, like and talking to the real people that live in the fucking community about what the fuck is going on, bro. They was literally packing these people in like. These are inhumane. Like people should not have been living like fucking 8 people in a small ass 1 bedroom house, bro. Like it's crazy. And I might just be
So
being
so y'all
over.
just be listening to all the lies that they debunk that Mike Johnson and all of them be saying. Y'all just don't listen to him.
I don't even know who Mike Johnson is.
The Speaker of the
You have to
House.
say, I do. You'd have to say something specific.
That's what I'm saying.
Um, just like what they were saying with the Mike Johnson was in there. What he say about the January 6th shit? Oh, it was FBI agents in the crowd. Did
There
they let
was
him through, or
FBI
did they
agents
do
there.
this?
There was, and you can
There
see
was
video
FBI
foot.
agents.
You see the video
Cash
footage.
Patel came and said that's not what they were doing. They were in the
I
crowd
don't
doing
give a
crowd control.
hell. I don't care what Cash Patel said. When you see the video evidence of them walking these dudes in and showing them each room, unlocking doors for them,
Giving them a
come on
straight
now,
up
bruh.
tour. Yeah, yeah.
That's what
You
I'm
see 10
saying. Like,
people. You see 10
So
people in a crowd of hundreds and hundreds of people breaking shit. 10 people, right? In a whole crowd, 10
I
people
know
are
you ain't
breaking
just say
shit.
10 people, Judge.
Look up the videos. You could watch the videos for yourself.
I seen 10
th-
people just hanging from the goddamn build from the walls.
but John, all of this shit is out. Like, bruh, you can go and
When did
find
it
this
ever
shit.
become even appropriate or illegal to storm a government building? Not especially the Capitol building. When was that ever
All right,
appropriate?
all
We
right,
can't
all
make
right, all right.
excuses.
Hey, you to be continued. Cause I'm about to get off this shit. I ain't gonna lie to
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Appreciate y'all, man. Nigga, it's like 10 something. Like, share, subscribe, and all that. Y'all bugging. Y'all about to go down a whole nother rabbit hole, man. Do that on
That's
another
because they
episode.
be pushing my buttons, Juwan. They know what they
Next
doing to me.
podcast.
Hey,
Next
we
podcast.
wasted
Aliens.
we
Aliens.
wasted all of that time talking about Diddy's funky booty ass. Your
hold on.
Next
man.
podcast.
You said what, Judge?
Aliens. Next
Well, all
podcast.
right.
Aliens.
Oh, see, now
Aliens.
he want to talk about
Aliens.
aliens.
Yes, sir.
But y'all gotta finish this conversation first. This is to be continued.
No,
Yeah.
I ain't talking over there. No more.
I feel like we need a
What did
buffer.
I do?
I feel like we need more time for more information to come out, and then we speak on it.
What the fuck did I do? Why am I being aimed at now?
Peace out,
All
boys.
All
right,
right,
see y'all,
All right,
man.
y'all.
bro.
All right.
All right.
About
About
to go
to
jump
end
on this
this
game.
live. About to get ready to end this live. Appreciate everybody that was tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier in the stream, this stream will not be staying up on this channel. So if y'all really want to watch this, it's gonna be on a second channel.
This
It
type of
is called,
content.
yes, this type of content it's a late nights with the weirdos, man. Y'all go check that channel out. We trying to build that channel up to continue to have these type of conversations on that channel. So go to that channel.
All right, Juwan.